Hey everyone, it's Luciana from 3 Leaf Tea, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make matcha at home. I realize that sometimes this has a lot of confusion. When people first buy a bag of matcha and they read the directions on the back, they think it's really complicated when it doesn't have to be. So I'm here to show you some different methods to make matcha at home. So first I'm going to go through the traditional preparation, which is just using a matcha bowl and a whisk. You can also whisk this in a Pyrex, but I have some water in here right now. So the first thing you're going to do if you're using our premium grade matcha is you're going to measure out a teaspoon into your bowl. If you are using the ceremonial grade matcha, make sure to sift it because it will get clumpy. So I just measured it out in the bowl. And then next what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some hot water, but you don't want it boiling. This water is at about 175 degrees, so you want to keep it around that temperature or lower, or else your matcha is going to turn bitter. If you don't have a way to know what temperature your water is, you can just bring the water to a boil and then let it cool for a couple minutes, or another option is to pour this out in a different container a couple times, and just the cooling process from pouring it out is going to cool your water down. So we're going to add a little bit of water into the bowl. Okay, so it's probably hard to see, but there's the matcha in there. So now we're going to take the matcha whisk, and you're going to whisk in a W or like an M motion, kind of like circle, and then this kind of motion. So we're going to go around and then back and forth, and this will ensure that your matcha will get nice and frothy, and it'll also be well suspended. If you don't have one of these bamboo whisks and you're drinking it straight, you can also use those handheld milk frothers. I do not advise you to use a spoon or a fork or a metal whisk because you probably will get some clumps. I definitely recommend getting one of these bamboo whisks if you are planning to drink your matcha straight. So from here you just kind of whisk it until it's well combined. And then from this point, you can either top it off with some more water if you want to drink it straight, or you can top it off with some more milk, and then from here you can pour it over ice to make an ice drink, or you can heat it up to make a hot latte. It's up to you. Sometimes I drink my matcha straight, sometimes I drink it like a latte. It really just depends on my mood. So today I'm just going to add a bit more water, and then you have a straight matcha. It's really hard to see, and I'm going to spill it, so I'm not even going to try to show you. So the second way you can prepare matcha, it's very simple. I'm just going to put the stuff off to the side. See. The second way is you can shake it in a blender bottle or a mason jar, so you can add your matcha into the jar with a lid. Make sure it's something that when you shake it's not going to explode, and keep your contents contained. So you can add matcha and water into the jar, put the lid on, and just shake very vigorously. Or you can use one of those blender bottles that has a sport cap and a little whisk on the inside to make sure your matcha is well incorporated. With this method, you can also make lattes with it, so you can fill this up with milk instead and shake it up. I will advise that I do recommend using something that has the whisk in it, like the blender bottle, because with the milk, since it's a little bit thicker, the matcha might not incorporate as well as it would with the water. And your final option, well, not final option, but a different option for you is you can use a blender. So you don't have to use any warm water. Same thing with this. I wouldn't shake any hot water in this. Make sure to use cool water only because you don't want to have an accident. But with the blender, I would just put the matcha and water in a blender, or you can add the matcha and milk into a blender. Some people like adding matcha into their smoothies, and then you just blend it up. Super simple. And a fourth option, as I put two fingers up, a fourth option would be just sprinkling matcha onto your fruit, your yogurt, your oatmeal. So there's a wide variety of ways to incorporate matcha. It's not only one preparation that works for everybody. Sometimes I see people on the go, they just like to shake it up. That's their method. I personally love to use the whisk and taking my time with it and making it at home. Some people just love adding it as an ingredient to like their smoothie or yogurt. So it's really up to you how you prepare it, but it shouldn't be something complicated, and I hope that helps all of you. So hope all of you have a great day.